Hey there, wonderful people. You know what? I've got something incredible to share with you today that could change your entire outlook on aging. Listen up, because this is important. You know, a lot of folks think getting older means slowing down, giving up, just waiting around. But that's not what life is about. Life is about living every single day to its fullest potential, no matter what your age is. Now, I want to talk specifically to those of you who are 70 to 80 years old. If you can still do the 8 things I'm about to share with you, well, you're nothing short of remarkable. You're a rare gem in this world, and you're likely destined to reach 100 years old. Isn't that something to celebrate? Let's face it, we all want to live longer, don't we? But things don't always go according to plan. Many wonderful people don't even make it to 70. And what breaks my heart even more is seeing folks who reach 70 but then quickly decline, needing others to care for them completely, unable to do the simplest things for themselves. I've noticed something important in my years of observing health and vitality. That 70 to 75 period, it's critical. If you make it through those years maintaining your independence and health, you've got a smooth road ahead to 80 and beyond. It's like crossing a bridge to longevity. So let's talk about these 8 incredible abilities that show you're doing something right. If you can do these things, you should feel absolutely blessed and grateful every single day. First off, and this is the foundation of everything, your body is still in good shape. You can take care of your own daily needs without assistance. Let me tell you something. Health is the absolute greatest blessing for anyone in their golden years. Being able to prepare your own meals, to feed yourself a simple bowl of vegetables, that's worth more than having someone do it for you while charging $10 a month. Good health isn't just about your own comfort, though that's certainly important. It's about not becoming a burden to your children. None of us want that, do we? We all want to maintain our dignity and independence. When your health is good, you can cook your own meals, go shopping, clean your house, and maybe even help your kids with something. Can you imagine how wonderful that feels? To still be able to contribute, to have purpose? Now listen closely, because this is important. The best way to maintain great health isn't about eating fancy foods or going to expensive health retreats. No. It's about maintaining a good mood. When you wake up feeling positive, your whole immune system responds. As we age, our bodies naturally change, but maintaining good health through daily exercise and a positive outlook becomes even more crucial. A good mood isn't just nice to have, it's powerful medicine. When you look at things positively and get angry less often, you're doing your body a tremendous favor. Anger is like poison to your system. Living happily each day lightens your heart, reduces stress, and leads to better health overall. And with good health, you can do almost anything. On the flip side, poor health creates a burden not just for you, but for your spouse and children. And if your children don't fully understand what you're going through, they might not provide the care you need, which can make your later years incredibly lonely. Nobody wants that. These days, I see so many vibrant elderly people living exciting retired lives, dancing in parks, hiking with friends, traveling, practicing calligraphy, reading, gardening. Isn't that wonderful? That could be you. The absolute best way to maintain that precious health is to stay happy, eat well, sleep well, and rest when you need to. Your physical fitness improves over time when you care for yourself properly. Remember, your body is your foundation. It needs your attention and care. Keep a good mood, stay open-minded, avoid anger, and exercise regularly. That's the secret sauce. Second on our list, your mind is still sharp. You can see through people's tricks and scams. Unfortunately, there are many elderly folks who become a bit muddled in their thinking. With just a little carelessness, they can be tricked into buying unnecessary financial products or overpriced health supplements. These expenses can drain their hard-earned savings completely. What's even worse is that after being scammed, many elderly people don't even realize what happened. They might continue making decisions that harm themselves and their family financially. So after 70, you can pretend to be confused sometimes if it serves you, but don't actually become confused. Stay alert. Be clear about everything happening around you. There are so many unscrupulous businesses out there using free gifts as bait. They offer emotional care, regular gatherings, and fancy-sounding gratitude events just to get information about your health, income, and trust. Then, before you know it, they're pushing all kinds of expensive health products on you that you don't need. My advice? Avoid those so-called expert consultations, free health checkups, free lectures, organized tours, and marketing events that take place outside official business locations. Staying away from these situations not only prevents you from being scammed, but also helps you reject harmful superstitions that might impact your health decisions. Third thing that makes you remarkable, your finances are still adequate. You don't need to ask your children for money regularly. Let me tell you something important. It's not scary to have money you can't spend, but it's absolutely terrifying to be alive without enough money to support yourself. Although children should support their elderly parents when needed, if you have to ask for money year after year, even the most loving children might eventually feel annoyed. Especially if they themselves are struggling with debt or unemployment. If you're fortunate enough to have a pension and some savings that you can manage carefully, you won't need to trouble your children much at all. Having your own house is even better. You don't have to live under anyone else's roof or depend on another person's good graces. You might still have decades of life ahead of you, so don't think spending money is a small matter. Work to support yourself with just occasional help from your children. That way, money doesn't become a source of conflict in your relationships, and you don't create a financial burden for the next generation. Fourth, you can still communicate without major conflicts with your children and grandchildren. You know, many elderly folks find themselves disliked when they speak because they're always talking about the good old days or bringing up outdated ideas that seem completely out of touch with today's world. Getting older often brings fear and stubbornness in conversations, doesn't it? But elderly people who can communicate smoothly with younger generations are adaptable and empathetic. They understand the world has changed. They know how to listen as well as talk. Think about this question. Why should your grandchildren want to spend time with you? As the saying goes, all value in this world is temporary. You need to provide stable emotional value to earn their trust and attention. When elderly people can offer emotional support, providing strength during difficult times instead of constant nagging and complaining, family relationships improve significantly. Fifth blessing, your spouse is still around. And it's your original partner. I heard a woman named Annette say, I'm over 70, still riding an electric scooter to take the grandkids to school, buying groceries, cooking, doing laundry, cleaning, and then cooking for my spouse. My spouse enjoys life while I work hard. Someone asked her, is it tiring? Is it worth it? And you know what? There was such a clear sense of pride in her voice when she answered, having a spouse means having support, even if they can't help much with everyday tasks. Their presence alone is incredibly valuable. When you compare original couples to those who get together later in life, there's often a difference in emotional depth. Late-life couples sometimes lack those deep emotional bonds that develop over decades of shared experiences, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Let's be honest. Late-life couples are often together mostly for convenience. As the saying goes, husband and wife are birds of the same forest. When disaster strikes, they fly apart. Even original couples can be swayed by changing circumstances and benefits, let alone those who came together primarily for practical reasons. Late-life couples have typically already experienced the hardships of love in previous relationships, and what they need most at this stage is stability and companionship. A neighbor of mine is in a late-life marriage. The man lost his wife and raised his daughter alone. His family and friends thought he should remarry, so he met his current wife through introductions. She had a son, and they decided to get together after knowing each other for just a month. From an outsider's perspective, they seemed to be just living together for convenience, without that deep emotional bond that characterizes many long-term marriages. The man doesn't appear as happy as he was with his first wife. Life is like this sometimes. Late-life couples come together for practicality, and that original spark of love isn't easily rekindled. Sixth remarkable quality. You're still diligent about learning and can navigate outside your home smoothly. Reading and learning keep your mind sharp and your life interesting. This is an unchanging truth. Many elderly people feel completely lost outside their homes. They can't read signs properly, don't know how to use their phones to check information, and have no idea how to make digital payments in today's increasingly cashless world. Now, I'm not saying you need to study astronomy or advanced geography at 80, but learning social methods and practical travel tips is tremendously beneficial. Don't just use your phone for idle gossip with friends. Instead, look at reputable sites. Learn how to pay utility bills online. Discover how to use ride-sharing apps. These skills make life so much smoother and help you maintain your independence longer. Seventh blessing. You have hobbies that keep you engaged, so life is never boring. At 70, vigorous exercise might not be feasible for everyone. Even dancing in the park might not be suitable for some folks with joint problems. Some elderly people can't sit for long periods, so playing mahjong or card games for hours isn't advisable either. The key is having good hobbies that enrich your daily life in ways that work for your body and your interests. You don't need to force yourself to like something just because other seniors enjoy it. Chess, painting, singing, fishing, anything that suits your personality and physical condition is a good hobby. The important thing is to maintain that playful spirit that keeps life interesting. Many people feel completely lost after retirement. They lose interest in everything or become full-time babysitters for their grandchildren, unwilling or unable to spend time playing and enjoying themselves. Some elderly folks believe that the older they get, the more serious they should become. But that's absolutely wrong. Being a playful old person is wonderful. In fact, the older you get, the more you should let go of unnecessary seriousness. If you don't try things you didn't dare to when you were young, wouldn't that be a terrible shame? Playing is about finding confidence and joy in small pleasures. Studies consistently show that playful elderly people live longer. Think about it. The physical decline, reduced self-care abilities, and social status changes that come with old age can reduce adaptability and cause psychological problems that might exacerbate physical illnesses. This can lead to a devastating loss of confidence in life itself. But engaging in play can help train your brain's agility, slow down memory decline, improve lung capacity, and enhance blood circulation. Participating in group activities brings companionship and a sense of belonging. Most importantly, playing helps elderly people escape the devastating loneliness that can come with aging. Mental clarity promotes longevity. We see this pattern again and again in studies. Many long-lived elderly people have their own unique ways of playing. The great scientist Newton loved blowing soap bubbles with straws, fascinated by their beautiful colors. Economist Eugen Yuan called himself a master of playing, making it his second profession, playing computer games, writing blogs, and doing puzzles with the enthusiasm of much younger people. An old saying reminds us, a person without a match cannot be friends with a person with hobbies. Elderly people who have passionate interests are worth befriending because they bring joy and enthusiasm to relationships. Eighth and final blessing, your heart is still broad and open. You don't waste energy comparing yourself with others or harboring resentments. It's often said that old age brings small temperaments, small perspectives, and small minds. Put another way, it can bring big tempers, unreasonable expectations, and stubborn attitudes. If an elderly person can remain open-minded and accepting, that's truly rare and beautiful. In daily life, they can accept others' imperfections without constant criticism. They don't envy others' successes or belittle their own children's achievements. They don't complain endlessly about their income or worry constantly about the future. Instead, they live each day fully, treating the present moment as the best day possible. In today's society, being in your 70s isn't considered very old anymore. But don't get careless. You still need to manage the rest of your life thoughtfully. Continue to provide positive emotions to your family. Show kindness to others, and your own sense of happiness will grow stronger every day. Remember, old people are still people first and foremost, and people should live well regardless of their age. No one should just exist, waiting for the end. Life is for living every single day. I want you to know something important. You will never be alone on this journey. There are communities of vibrant seniors everywhere, supporting each other, learning together, playing together. You can be part of that. Let me share something personal with you. I've seen people in their 90s who are more alive than some folks in their 40s. They wake up with purpose, they move their bodies every day, they laugh often, they learn continuously, and they maintain deep connections with others. That's not just existing, that's living. The difference between merely existing in your 70s and 80s and truly thriving comes down to your decisions and habits. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. Will today be a day of gratitude and possibility, or will it be another day of complaints and limitations? If you can do these 8 things we've discussed, maintain good physical health, keep your mind sharp, manage your finances, communicate effectively with family, cherish your spouse, continue learning, engage in hobbies, and keep an open heart, you're not just surviving your golden years, you're mastering them. Think about it. Some people don't even get the privilege of reaching 70 or 80 years old. The fact that you're here, still going strong, is already a tremendous blessing. But to be here with your faculties intact, your independence preserved, and your zest for life undiminished, that's extraordinary. Every day is a gift. Every morning you wake up and can take care of yourself is a miracle worth celebrating. Don't waste a single precious day on negativity or regret. Instead, fill your days with movement, laughter, learning, and love. Your body might not move as quickly as it once did. Your joints might creak a little more. You might need reading glasses or a hearing aid. But these are small prices to pay for the wisdom and perspective you've gained over 7 or 8 decades of life. Remember, aging isn't a slow decline toward death. It's a continuation of life's wonderful journey. Each stage brings its own unique gifts and challenges. The question isn't whether you're getting older. We all are every single day. The question is, are you getting better? Are you growing wiser, more compassionate, more appreciative of the simple joys? I've met 80-year-olds who started learning a new language or instrument. I've seen 75-year-olds begin painting for the first time and discover a hidden talent they never knew they had. I've watched 85-year-olds find new love and companionship when they thought those days were long behind them. The human spirit has no expiration date. Your capacity for growth, learning, and joy doesn't diminish with age unless you allow it to. The mind and heart can remain ever young, even as the body ages. So if you're 70 to 80 years old right now and can still do these 8 things we've discussed, don't take it for granted. Recognize how special that is. Continue nurturing your health, your mind, your relationships, and your passions. Share your wisdom with others, but remain humble enough to keep learning from everyone around you. And if you're not yet 70, start building these habits now. The foundations of a vibrant old age are laid decades earlier. Move your body daily. Challenge your mind regularly. Nurture deep relationships. Manage your finances wisely. Practice forgiveness and letting go. Cultivate curiosity and playfulness. These aren't just strategies for a good old age. They're strategies for a good life at any age. I believe in you. I believe in your capacity to live fully, no matter what your chronological age might be. Remember, age is just a number. What matters most is how you live each day, the love you give, the joy you create, and the difference you make in the lives of others. Keep moving, keep learning, keep loving, keep playing. That's the secret to not just adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. And isn't that what it's all about? Thank you for listening, my friends. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and stay engaged with this beautiful life we're blessed to live.